Okay, our next topic is the burst topology. Basically, the burst topology is a network topology in which the nodes are directly connected with the common linear line. For example, if we consider the particular bus, we can connect the number of system into the single linear line. With the help of this cable, we have to connect the number of system and we have to communicate with them. So the burst topology is usually used when the network under the consideration is the small, or the it may be a temporary network. So in that case only we use the burst topology. Basically it is considered as a passive topology because one typical burst topology network is simply a cable which is used without additional electronics to amplify the signal or the passes to the analog from the computer to computer. So therefore it is called as a passive topology. Basically this long cable which is called as a bus, this long cable called as a bus. So it is a backbone to all the nodes. That means we have to tap its connector that connects the node to the metallic core of the bus via the drop lines. Means first we have to take the particular cable which is called as a bus. Then we have to use the tapes. With the help of this, we have to add the new nodes. Bus topology having the starting and end point means the cable endpoints where the cable is ended. Okay, this is your bus. With the help of this step, we have to create or connect the nodes. Nodes means the workstation. For example, this is node 1, this is node 2, and this is node 3. This is your drop line. With the help of this drop line, we have to connect the nodes with the tape and we have to communicate throughout the network. This is the basic concept of the burst topology. So next we discuss the actual working of the burst topology. When one computer sends the contents or the signal on the cable, all the computers on the network receives the information. However, only one system or the one with the address that matches with the destination address stored in the message will accept the information, while another system can reject the message or the discard the message. For example, if the node 1 wants to share the information to the node 3, the particular node 1 message send the particular message to that bus or through that line. The message having the destination address. Bus travel that message from one station to another station. He check the destination address. If the destination address matches with that computer system, only that computer system can accept the message and remaining system can reject or discard the message. This is the basic logic or the principle of burst topology. So the speed of the burst topology is slow because only one computer can send the message at a single time. One computer send the message at one time. So the time is slow. The burst topology requires the proper transmission at the both end of the cable in order to avoid the reflections. Means the bus is a passive topology because the electrical signals from the transmitter computer is free to travel over the entire length of the cable. Means we have to travel from one station to another station. Therefore it consists the largest number of time or large number of times, so speed is reduces. Since without transmitting one signal reaches to the end of the cable, it returns back to the travel back to the same cable. So the transmission waves and reflected waves, if they are in the phase add. If they are not, they are out of the phase channel, means suppose हा इथे ट्रान्समिट झाला, अगेन तो काय होणार आहे त्या केबल पासून रिट्रान्समिट मीन्स रिफ्लेक्टेड और रिटर्न बॅक टू द same cable. Thus, the addition and the cancellation of wave result in the standing wave. So, the standing wave can disrupt the normal signal which are travel along with the cable. This can be avoided by the terminating the bus of the both side with 50 volts load. So, आता हा रिटर्न जाईल सिग्नल, सो वी नीड टू ब्रेक that particular cable, means we have to add the terminal points to the both the end of the burst topology. So this is the basic concept of the burst topology. If we want to add the new contents, we have to add with the help of this cable. So the signal is travel across the bus, some of the energy is converted into the heat. This will weak the signal. So whenever we use the burst topology, it may be a get corrupted, or the particular data is lost, or the signal is weak. Weak means काय की particular exact content transmit नाही होणार. So it limits the number of steps and the distance between them. So आपण हे smallest network साठीच फक्त काय करणार आहे, utilize करणार आहे. If you use the large number of cable, or if you use the maximum number of system in the burst topology, he does not share the proper signal, proper data throughout the network, because the distance is large, and whenever he travel the particular distance, the speed gets slow and extra noise is added in the particular data. So hence the burst topology cannot be used for the large network that contains the number of maximum computers. Basically, the burst topology is easy for the installation. It requires the less cable if we consider the smallest network. If we consider the large network, we require the maximum cables for connecting the network computers. This is the concept of burst topology. Next, we consider the performance of burst topology with the increased number of computers. Okay, whenever we increase the number of computer in the burst topology, its waiting time for each computer is increases. So traffic get high. So this is the disadvantage of burst topology. And next one is the number of packets collision increases, which result is high amount of packet loss. Means if we want node number 1 and 2 is travel or send the contents at the same time throughout the network, at that time the collision of the contents may be occur. Collision means काय, at the same time मी इथून contents पाठवले आणि next data ने इथे पाठवले. That means अशोक screen present नाही करायचंय. That means the collision occur is between the both the computer in the networking cables or the bus. Next one is a characteristics of burst topology. Basically, this is the multi-point configuration is consideration in the burst topology. There are more than 2 devices connected to the media, and they are capable to transmit the particular data. Hence, the media access control is essential for the burst topology. Media access control is used for the burst topology. Next one, the adequate signal to the noise ratio should be maintained for the better quality reception. Means we have to consider the particular SNR, the signal to noise ratio to maintain the better quality of the particular content or the data. Next is a signal length of the transmission signal should be adequately high as so to meet the minimum signal strength requirement of the receiver. Means with the help of this, we can provide the strength to the particular signal or the contents. This is your characteristics of topology. Next one is a signal should not be a too strong. This is necessary to avoid the overlanding of the transmission and hence it is possible with the help of signal distortion. सो म्हणजे काय होतं त्याच्यामध्ये जर एकदम स्ट्रॉंग सिग्नल असेल तर तुम्ही जेव्हा सिग्नल ट्रॅव्हल करता फ्रॉम वन स्टेशन टू अनदर स्टेशन at that time maybe the noise is added in the particular data and data is not transmitted as it is to the receiver side. So this is the characteristics of burst topology. Next one is a transmission media. Which media is used for the transmitting the contents from one station to another station for the burst topology? Transmission media for burst topology. Okay, we have to use the twisted pair cable for the transmission. Then we have to use the fiber optic cable. Then we use the coaxial cable. The coaxial cable having also two categories. First is a baseband cable and next one is a broad band cable. All these cables are used for transmitting the contents from the one station to another station in the burst topology. Next we study features of burst topology. Okay. First one, basically it having the ease of installation means we can easily install the particular network. Easy to install. Second one is it is a inexpensive topology because we cannot use the any hardware or any supporting devices for transmitting the data or for preparing the network. So it is inexpensive topology. Basically, it is used for the small network. Next feature is it is difficult to isolate the fault on the network because uh, it having the same cable and whenever we use the same cable, it is quite difficult uh, for occurring the fault. Next one is it is slow down in the event of heavy traffic. If the traffic is maximum or the load of transmission is maximum on the particular topology, it get slow down. It requires or it needs to be a properly terminated because if it is not terminated at the both end of the particular network, then the data or the particular signal is transmitted throughout the cable. So it requires the need to be properly terminated with the help of some terminals at the end of the particular network. Basically, it is used for the small network, so it requires less cable length. Next, the entire network shutdown if there is a break in the main cable, means if the cable is cut in between the main section of the transmission, that case whole system or the whole network is get shut down. This is the feature of the bus topology. So next point is when to use bus topology. So when we use the small network at that time we use the bus topology. If we require the temporary network, then we use the bus topology. If we want the particular simple network, then we use the bus topology. If we consist or if we concern about the cost or the budget is not high for preparing the network, at that time we have to use the bus topology. This is the basic concept of bus topology. Next we discuss advantages of bus topology. Okay. First advantage is ease of installation. This is an advantage. Then it requires less cost for preparing the network. Easy to understand because there is no complications is there when we preparing the particular network. Next one is if we use the repeater, then the signal is increases its strength to travel the distance. What is mean by repeater? Repeater access some information, purify the signal, means he remove the noise which is added in the particular message when the message is travel from the particular transmission media and then again pass to the next station. Means if the distance is large between the number of systems, so if we want to travel from system number 1 to system number 10 and the repeater is mounted in between the this network, so this first system is transmitted the content from current location to the next location with the help of transmission media. The message added some noise. So repeater accept that message or retrieve or receive that message, remove the noise from that message, give the strength to that message, and after performing some operation, he again transmit over the network. So with the help of this, it gives the strength to the traveling the maximum distance. This is your advantages of the particular bus topology. Next one is a disadvantage of bus topology. It is not used for large network. If the traffic is high, if the traffic is high, slow down the network. Main bus cable is damaged, then whole network get shut down. Next, it is slow because he travel the whole transmission media or the particular main cable. This is the disadvantage of burst topology. This is the basic concept of burst topology.